Hello, cookbook friends, and welcome to the Cookbook Divas podcast. My name is Katie, and today I wanted to go through our weekly roundups for the second week of January. It's not very many coming out, so it's just going to be me, no Carrie, unfortunately. So let's dive right in. We are seeing a lot of vegan cookbooks out there. So if you are vegan and you're looking for more cookbooks, this is the perfect month for that. The first cookbook I have is the 6 Vegan Sisters Everyday Cookbook. 200 delicious recipes for plant-based comfort food. This comes out January 11th, and this is by the 6 Vegan Sisters. So it's the ultimate collection of plant-based meals. So you get a lot of awesome resources and awesome recipes. They're fuss-free and family approved. I would hope that with 6 sisters, you'd be able to get an awesome plethora of recipes. Plus, they all have different life experiences. So it'd be great to see all of that. We have weeknight dinners to date nights in. Ooh, I like that they have that. We also have holidays and everything in between. So some of the recipes you might find are a quote bacon and caramelized onion Detroit style pizza. There's barbecue jackfruit sliders. There's mom's banana bread. There's raspberry crumble bars, cookie dough dip, cashew tofu sweet potato lasagna. That sounds really tasty. You'll also learn how to make affordable staples. So that includes your own vegan cheeses, sauces, and meat substitutes, which is great. If you're somebody that's gluten-free, I'm sure, and you want to be vegan, I'm sure you've noticed in the grocery store, it's hard to find gluten-free meat. So this will be a great opportunity to learn how to make your own. So that is the 6 Vegan Sisters Everyday Cookbook by the 6 Vegan Sisters. Next, we have Good Enough, a cookbook, embracing the joys of imperfection and practicing self-care in the kitchen. This also comes out January 11th. This is by Leanne Brown. So this is kind of more than a cookbook, but they talk about kind of the healing process of cooking as it is about having very delicious recipes. It's kind of talking about acknowledging the fears and anxieties many of us have when we get in the kitchen and learning to let it go and to just enjoy working with food. We need to learn how to slow down more and be okay with feeding ourselves and our loved ones, and just basically releasing all the worries about whether or not everything you've made is good enough or is it, all that stuff. So there's a bunch of essays and stories mixed in with 100 amazing recipes. It's a very, very personal cookbook. Some of the recipes you will find in here are smoky honey shrimp tacos with spicy fennel slaw. There's also sticky toffee cookies. There's also drinks. We've got a lime tart spritzer. And we also have like an October farro salad. So this is a really cool cookbook. It's got beautiful photography, and it's really nice to see cookbooks out there that are encouraging us to not worry so much about all the things we're cooking and just to get in there and cook. So that is Good Enough, a cookbook. This is by Leanne Brown. So the next cookbook, just really briefly, we have in paperback now, My Year in Meals. This comes out January 11th. This is by Rachel Ray. So her original cookbook, My Year in Meals, came out in hardback. And so now we have the opportunity to get it, but a little cheaper. And this is a cookbook that we had about 10 years ago. So she's re-releasing it, and we get to see all those awesome recipes that Rachel Ray loves to give us. So that's My Year in Meals. The next cookbook I want to talk about, because it's been a while since we've seen a really amazing Italian cookbook, it's Italian Cooking Like Nonna, authentic family recipes with extraordinary flavor and endless variations. This also comes out January 11th, popular day. This is by Caroline De Luca. The cover is beautiful. It's got this very rustic feel. So she comes from a big family from southern Italy, and she was really fascinated by how her grandmother and mom could whip up really amazing meals with ease and confidence. And with simple ingredients, simple and fresh, things that they always had on hand. So then as she got older, she basically started creating her own recipes that were all rooted in her family heritage. So this has 60 recipes that celebrate the traditions of classic Italian cooking with room for you to make it personal and fresh with whatever you have on hand. So we have recipes like orecchiette with broccoli and sausages, rotolo di spinaci, and Swiss chard and mushroom calzones. Oh, that sounds amazing. So she likes to encourage us to cook with things that are basically in season, so keeping in mind all the produce and herbs. So we have things like a ricotta gnudi with lemon butter and sage sauce, which would be good for any time of year. She talks about slow roasted meats like Nana Rosa's osso buco, which would be great for fall and winter. So there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. There's pasta, pizza, antipasta, there's side sweets. So definitely get in there and learn how to cook like a real Italian with this Italian Cooking Like Nana cookbook by Caroline De Luca. The next cookbook I want to look at is called My Indian Bucket List Cookbook, 60 Bold, Authentic Dishes Everyone Needs to Try. Again, it comes out January 11th. This is by Neha Mathur. She was born and raised in India, and she's here to bring us the best of the best when it comes to Indian cooking. Oh, I'm really excited. So we have every recipe is authentic and full of flavor. And it doesn't matter if you're not familiar with Indian cuisine, you're going to find something that you love in this collection. There's a reason why these are all classics. So if you want to make the best homemade lamb vindaloo, this book has you covered. But she goes above and beyond, including not only your usual Indian classics, but also a whole bunch of other exciting recipes that maybe we've never heard of. There's recipes like masala chidi. I've never heard of that. There's coconut milk fish curry, onion pakora. Ooh, that would be good. Pindi chana, and so many other dishes that are going to become your new favorites. I'm really excited for this cookbook. So even though the recipes are amazing, this cookbook is packed full of explanations and notes that allow you to customize recipes to your preference, which I think is really important, and I love that she gives us room for that. So that is My Indian Bucket List Cookbook, 60 Bold, Authentic Dishes Everyone Needs to Try by Neha Mathur. This next cookbook is a cookbook we've been waiting for, but it keeps getting postponed, so hopefully we're creeping up on the day that it doesn't get pushed. So it's Nachos for Dinner, surprising sheet pan meals the whole family will love. This is by Whalen, and again, comes out January 11th. So if you love nachos for dinner, I do. My husband and I used to do nachos for dinner all the time. We were just trying to be really good now, but oh man, it's so tempting. But there's so many amazing nacho options in this cookbook. So there's things like French onion nachos, buffalo chicken nachos. There's even a Cobb salad nacho. There's banh mi nachos, shrimp and grits nachos. I mean, there's like endless nachos in here that I would never have thought to make ever, So I'm really excited. It even comes with like different sauce options, different salsas. So like a mango salsa chimichurri recipe, a honey chipotle sauce, green tomatillo sauce. There's so many amazing, cool things in this cookbook. And if you're obsessed with nachos but want to try something a little different, this is definitely going to be up your alley. This includes things like s'mores even. There's desserts, and you even have nacho or tot nachos. That's another one that they've added in here. There's a lot of cool stuff. So this is Nachos for Dinner. This is by Whalen. Another cookbook I think we've talked about before is called Running on Veggies, Plant-Powered Recipes for Fueling and Feeling Your Best. This is by Lottie Bildirici, and she has a story where she's fighting for her life essentially at age of 15, and she fell in love with running, and she wants to basically encourage us to be able to eat plant-based and still be able to be at peak athletic performance, which is super important. She is also the author and owner of the blog Running on Veggies, so go check her out there too. But I know for me as an athlete, it can get very difficult to maintain that endurance if I've had exclusively plant-based for many days. That's something that I did struggle with, and I would love to learn how to eat properly and be more plant-based. So this is a really cool option for those of you who are athletes but also want to transition more into plant-based meals. Some of the recipes she includes are almond berry overnight oats. Oh, yum. We have Thai crunch salad, pesto farro risotto with sugar snap peas and asparagus. She also has date bites. There's a lot of amazing recipes. I don't know if I said this before, but there's 100 recipes in here. So that's really, really cool. There's endless resources here. So that's Running on Veggies, Plant-Powered Recipes for Fueling and Feeling Your Best by Lottie Bildirici. This next cookbook that I want to talk about is interesting. It's kind of fun. It's the Emily Dickinson cookbook, recipes from Emily's table along the poems that inspired them. I had no idea. Apparently I haven't been on, I'm not like a huge Emily Dickinson fan, or I just haven't gotten into it, but I didn't realize that there was a lot of stuff about food. So for those of you that are literary geeks, this might be kind of fun. This is by Arlen Osborne. So we have more than 50 recipes in this amazingly colorful, lavishly illustrated book. It includes recipes that Emily recorded during her life, other recipes we know she and her family enjoyed, and recipes typical of the New England of her time. All are completely updated for today's cooks, and you will also find inspiring poems by Emily throughout this book, so that's really fun. We have winter vegetable soup, carrot fritters, lemon verbena tea loaf, there's Emily's oval gingerbread cakes, New England pear tart, peaches and cream pudding. There's a lot of cool recipes. I'm getting hungry just looking at it. So this is a perfect way, if you have somebody in your life that loves literary fiction, it's a great gift option. It could be a great gift option for yourself. And these have amazing comfort foods in here too. So check out the Emily Dickinson cookbook by Arlen Osborne. The next cookbook I'm very excited for. It's kind of perfect for after the holidays, and if you're just really feeling drained, this is going to be great. It's Healthy Slow Cooker. Over 60 recipes for nutritious home-cooked meals from your electric slow cooker. This is by Nicola Grames. So we have, I know for me, all I want to do is just throw something in a pot and call it a day. So I know I'm not alone here. And the slow cooker is the best way of doing that. You can find different ways of utilizing your slow cooker with this cookbook, and all of these recipes are tried and tested. Let me kind of peek through this cookbook to see what maybe chapters we have. So one of the chapters is choosing a slow cooker. That's really nice. We have superfoods for the slow cooker, breakfast and brunch, light bites, weekday meals, and slow weekends. The photography is beautiful. There's a whole variety of different recipes you'll find. There's Brazilian chicken and sweet potato curry. We have a pistachio crusted salmon with tomatoes and artichokes. Ooh. And then we also have a spiced carrot and lentil soup with cashew cream. So the options are endless with this cookbook. That is Healthy Slow Cooker by Nicola Grames. Our last cookbook, and I think we've talked about this one before, but it got pushed. Maybe not, but I'm really excited. It's Plant-Based Burgers and Other Vegan Recipes for Dogs, Subs, Wings, and More. So there's more than just burgers, which is cool. This is by Jackie Kearney. Vegan fast food is here to stay and has never tasted so good. And it's so, so true. Traditional butchers might be disappearing from the high street, but there's a new breed ready to slice a different kind of meat made from plants. So-called vegetarian butchers are creating food that mimics meat and offers convincing substitutes that look, feel, and even taste like the real thing. So mock meat is nothing new. Burger patties made from soybean protein and wheat gluten have been around since the 1960s. Did you guys know that? But we've also incorporated vegetables, nuts, legumes, and grains for more vegan substitutes. So some of the recipes you'll find are the easiest vegan burger recipe with beet ketchup. We have hell yeah chili dogs, baby got no beef burrito, and even diner style chicken burger. This sounds so good. And I'm curious if they have a lot more gluten-free options than I would normally see. So check out Plant-Based Burgers. This is by Jackie Kearney. So that concludes my list of new cookbooks coming out the second week of January. It's not that many, but there's some really awesome options out there. And let us know what you guys think. Which ones do you guys want to check out? Which ones do you guys want us to check out first? If you guys are looking for more cookbook content, come join us on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. We do a lot of reviews over there. So if you're curious about what it looks like on the inside, that's probably where you should go look. If you guys know a bunch of other people that love cookbooks, spread the word and make sure to leave a comment and rate us on your favorite listening app. It really helps us out and it helps us continue to make these episodes. We try to publish every Friday for our cookbook weekly roundups. As we get a little slower, we might start adding some more episodes throughout the week that are more specialized. So let us know what you guys think if you want to hear more stuff. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.